Well, Twitch is being Twitch again, guys. Twitch is being
Cheers
Twitch.
to that.
Well, it's more like an evolution of Twitch into a new space they haven't yet taken over.
That's true. Yeah.
Porn. That's right.
They could break right into that market.
They could. They are.
So what happened?
Yeah.
What's
So
the breakdown.
So initially, what happened was obviously Ninja got a big deal to move over to Mixer, and we had talked about that before, right? And so what they decided to do with his page, because he was getting so much traffic on there, is make it a hub for finding other streamers that were live at the moment. And so they said, the ninja you're looking for is in a different castle, but check out these other people that are there. So that's an interesting move right there of saying, hey, there's so much traffic that was coming to Ninja's page that they're like, let's redirect it to all these other streams that are currently live at the moment. So that happened, and I was like, that's interesting. Yeah. And then most recently, yeah.
Well, let's dissect that move a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So first of all, it showed the top Fortnite streamers, right? So it wasn't just showing like maybe the lower Fortnite streamers, maybe some random like number size of streamers. It was always just showing the top of the directory. So it was basically just acting as another Fortnite directory, right? So you could go to Ninja's channel and you'd see the exact same layout as going to the Fortnite directory. But they have not done this with anyone else.
I have a question.
Right.
He was obviously a Twitch partner.
Yes.
Yes.
When he moved off of Twitch and became a Mixer partner, obviously he lost his partnership status with Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that's part of the deal. When you become a Twitch partner, like that's in the contract that you sign.
Yeah.
But I don't believe you lose the rights to your channel on Twitch, do you?
That's never happened.
Like that still belongs to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they basically took it over.
They did.
Yeah. Again, it's really fascinating to see. Like, he was getting so much traffic and so much like interest was being generated from all these deals that were happening that they decided to redirect his channel as a hub for views.
Yeah, and you couldn't see like any of his VODs, right?
Yeah, those are gone.
It was just a Fortnite directory to get people. So say as a kid who doesn't know that Ninja's moved to Mixer, maybe they just, they just go on Twitch to watch Ninja. They would go there and just be like, all right, Ninja's not here. Guess I'm just going to go check out these other people. So it's a way to keep people on Twitch and not going over to another platform.
I do suppose that it is Twitch's website, and whatever paperwork that you sign, to initially sign up for Twitch, it is their website.
Right.
You have a feeling of ownership over your Twitch channel, but you don't actually have ownership over Squat, right? That's a feeling that is based on nothing.
Right.
True.
I'm assuming, I haven't read the contract like front to back since I signed it, but I'm assuming that they could take away your channel. Well, they do. They take away people's channel all the time for breach of contract or for playing porn on their channel or whatever. So it's like
TOS breakage.
I think it feels like a kind of a low class move by Twitch.
Yeah, that's the impression I get.
But I completely understand why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like it makes sense.
Move.
It makes sense if you're just thinking purely as a marketing thing, okay, we want to keep the people on the platform. But in terms of seeing what that appears like to the public looking on at this situation, it makes an entire company look petty and jealous.
Yeah, it seems petty.
Petty's the right word.
Yep.
Yeah, petty.
Yeah.
So that happened, and that was an interesting thing. Like, okay. And then what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago? I can't remember. It's very recent.
2 days ago? Very recently.
Yeah. There happened to be a porn channel that was live for like, what, 2 hours?
2 hours is what people have said.
Yeah, 2 hours. I was in the Fortnite directory and it ended up getting like up to 20,000 viewers and hit the top of the directory. Thus being on the top of Ninja's channel as well. Showing porn in the Fortnite directory for 2 hours. Yep. On Twitch.
Watts, you told me about this via the SideQuest.
I did.
Twitter, private messages.
I just started laughing, and
I did. I literally started laughing out loud.
It's hilarious and so bad at the same time. It's like, so you're gonna have this. So you're gonna have Ninja's page just literally grab the streams that are happening right there, not curate it at all, which is which is low, honestly. It should be a
but it's still
curated list.
branded Ninja, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
There's still Ninja branding on there.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
/ninja still on Twitch, and that's popping up. And also, like, you don't have at least one staffer checking, like, just generally just giving a quick check, like maybe every 10 minutes to see what's happening in one of your most popular directories, like that.
Yeah.
That's
weird.
It's bad. it's bad.
That's not
because it's Ninja's, people could go there and be like, oh, Ninja actually is recommending porn to my children.
Right.
I'm sure there's a parent that saw that and was like, had no idea what's going on or how things work.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, wow, this guy Ninja recommends porn
He's
to my kids.
recommending all these channels, and one of them is a porn channel. What?
Yeah.
This whole Fortnite thing, it was really big for a little while, but honestly, it's dying down a little bit. We're looking at other avenues to explore. And, we heard that porn is pretty popular on the internet. So we're going to just dive in head first.
And now we're going to start our brand new section called Just Fapping. We figured why fight it when we can embrace it.
You could chat,
That's
you could
right.
fap, you could watch games. You can IRL stream.
Amazon
Live
is
content.
it's a numbers driven company, and Amazon has said from the top up they want better viewership.
Well,
We know how to get it.
bam. They've found their direction right there.
That's right.
So that's
I might have
clearly
been more okay with that comment than the one we got from the CEO.
so. Yeah, that's adding even more stuff. So also, Ninja released a statement as well, or like a video saying, "Yeah, actually, did you guys watch it? Because I had my volume off. Okay, can you summarize what he said?"
So he was basically just apologizing, which you shouldn't have to do, obviously, because he had nothing to do with that. But he was saying that he obviously left for Mixer and they tried to keep it as professional as possible. No like trash talking, which he hasn't done of Twitch at all, because he said he had no reason to. He had a fantastic experience with Twitch over the 8 years that he's been on there. But yeah, and then he was just apologizing for parents seeing that and children seeing that, or anyone who just didn't want to see that. And then they found that that's what they were seeing. So it's basically apology and saying that he's disgusted and it's not okay.
Yeah. So he has to deal with that because it's on his
I do
page
wonder
on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. There has been talk of like, could Twitch be sued for this? And like, it does seem like there's a possibility of that. It's like, because they are doing that under the Ninja channel, which is, it could be said that they are damaging his brand and his ability to make money in the future.
Yeah. So I looking at it, it's I feel like it would make sense that Ninja would be able to sue them. It's defamation of your brand. It's impacting your brand. I feel like there's some grounds there. Because even if it says in the contract that we can do whatever we want with your channel, you didn't say that you're going to put porn on the channel,
Right?
Yeah.
which is against TOS.
And like the Twitch or the Ninja brand is bigger than just Twitch, right? It's like he's got merchandise in Walmart, like he's on, now he's on Mixer, like it's bigger than just a streaming thing. So if they do damage the brand, if Ninja can if he can prove that they had a monetary impact to him, that's very possible.
Yeah,
I would think so.
Yeah, it probably is more of a headache than anything that he'd want to deal with. I'm assuming.
I would assume that too.
Yeah,
unless a lawyer told him, "Oh, we can get big bucks for this."
Yeah,
but he's already got the big bucks, so.
Yeah, exactly. He's like in a different category with the stuff. Like he had, he reached 1 million subs on Mixer because he's doing a free sub.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. So in a week, he got 1 million subs in there. Granted, a very large majority is going to drop off after a couple months. But still, the fact that number was reached with that, with a move over like that's really impressive. So he's not in any kind of financially hurting situation anytime soon, so long as he's not buying Ferraris every day. Maybe.
Well, not everybody makes every decision perfect.
It's insane that 1 million people went over there and pressed the button. Like they took the time to maybe even download the app,
in addition
go
to
on
the
the
follow.
website, go to his page, press the button to subscribe. Like just getting the fact that you have the pull of making 1 million people come over and press a button is big. It's a big deal.
That's big.
That's nuts.
Very big. Yeah.
Crazy.
So with all that tomfoolery going on, Twitch has been under quite a bit of fire, and
especially recently.
It's recently because of that stuff. And then the CEO released a statement, right?
Oh, thank God he spoke out and he solved this whole situation. Everything's all taken care of now, I assume.
A fire hose and just right on the fire.
Just put out all these fires.
It was a fantastic statement. I'll read it to you so you can make up your mind. Both you listeners, make up your own. I will not influence you. Our community comes to Twitch looking for live content. To help ensure they find great live channels, we've been experimenting with showing recommended content across Twitch, including on streamers' pages that are offline. This helps all streamers as it creates new community connections. However, the lewd content, he used the word lewd, that's funny. The lewd content that appeared on the Ninja offline channel page grossly violates our terms of service, and we've permanently suspended the account in question. We have also suspended these recommendations while we investigate how this content came to be promoted. On a more personal note, I want to apologize directly to Ninja that this happened. It wasn't our intent, but it should not have happened. No excuses.
Corporate.
I responded to it because I was just like, really? I don't like the statement. I don't think this statement said anything at all. We suspended the account. Wow, crazy news. Had no idea.
Count? Oh.
The porn account got suspended. Wow.
You're not redirecting YouPorn.
You click on that channel, you get YouPorn results.
You're welcome.
It just
a click.
It felt very hollow, and it's like, okay, people are saying a bunch of stuff. I better say something. This is against our terms of service. We'll be better.
Yeah.
We are sorry.
This does damage to Twitch's brand too. I mean, like, this is a major news story, right? This is going to get picked up in, my wife knew about this. I didn't tell her about it. She like repeated the story back to me because she read it like on a news feed this morning. Like, oh, okay. So now it's in like, national news that there's porn on Twitch.
Yep.
Perfect. That's just what Twitch wants.
Yep. I think so. So I responded to this. I won't read exactly what I said because I wrote a lot of stuff. But I was like, there was no mention of apologizing to the children that saw it, the families that then had to explain what happened. There was no apology for the Twitch employees that are getting hounded all the time. That they're like, fix this. This is your fault when they have nothing to do with it. And consistently, Twitch has done this thing where they are advertising on other streamers' channels. They did it with Ninja. They had Ninja ads playing on other people's channels. Then they did it with Pokimane, even after people said that people were upset about it. And now they're doing this whole other thing, which again is advertising on other people's channels. And they don't tell you that it's a thing they're thinking of doing. They don't tell you that it's a thing they are doing. You just find out one day by a viewer being like, hey, do you know that you're advertising for Frankie 2 times? Wow.
Frankie 2 times.
Unbelievable. So people have constantly said that they don't want to recommend things, other people's channels, to their audience when they can't control that. You have no control over that. You could be recommending someone who you don't agree with, someone who is racist, who you don't know who you could be recommending, and you have no control over that. And consistently Twitch keeps being like, but how could we try and promote other people on your channel?
Yeah.
And people are constantly like, but we don't like that.
Yeah.
Then they do it again.
I get that they want to drive more traffic because that obviously equates more views and more advertising revenue and all that. But it's been pretty damaging in a lot of cases. And this is the most egregious of them all, because it's just like you said, no mention of like the kids coming to Ninja's page and seeing that stuff and being like, what? Click. And then, whoa, like there's an effect there. And there's no acknowledgement of, hey, that's what you screwed up right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd also like to take a moment to talk about I've created a new branding opportunity for DCP. We're going to be putting commercials on people's channels for DCP on Twitch. We're really excited about it. We really think it's going to drive. Yeah, we're going to drive some traffic to the channel, and hopefully, really, big Ferrari Friday thing.
Can we put an ad on RezoCast show?
Oh, I think that would be wonderful.
When they're live, an ad just pops up that they can't control that says, "Did you know that DCP is actually live right now? Click here."
Beautiful. Yeah, great.
Can't we make that happen? Why can't that be a thing? Just once.
Oh man. Yeah,
I just want to see their faces when it happens.
There's a lot of conflict of interest that happens with this stuff, and it always feels like Twitch is unaware of that thing until somebody points it out directly and is like, "Don't you realize?" And then Twitch is like, "Oh, yeah, totally."
It's very strange. The CEO just I don't know the guy. I can't say anything. I wouldn't say anything bad about him, but it does appear that he seems a bit disconnected from what's actually happening on his platform. They're never going to be able to stop channels from streaming porn. You know, people can make a throwaway channel, they'll stream porn. You can never stop that. But having the ability, they banned it, Tefty. It's now gone. So
okay.
You can never control that. But not giving creators a way to opt in to this promotion thing or opt out. You know, so YouTube did a thing quite a while ago where on the side of your channel, it has recommended channels that are similar to yours. And you had an opt-in for that. So they were like, if you opt out, you won't be recommended on other people's channels. If you opt in, you'll be recommended on other people's channels and will recommend other people on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is there ever an option of creators on Twitch saying, yes, I want this, or no, I don't want this?
Yeah. Exactly.
Because everybody would click, no, I don't want this.
Well, you see, maybe some smaller streamers would actually be like, you know what? I could potentially get recommended by a huge streamer. Maybe I do want that.
Yeah, for sure.
But they never advertise little streamers. They always advertise the big ones.
This is another thing. So I do want to say the part where it said, where he said this helps all streamers as it creates new community connections. They were showing the top of the Fortnite directory.
Yeah.
How does that make people discover new communities? If someone likes Fortnite, they've already seen all of those streamers except the porn one. That's a new community. That's
a new one. New community right there.
I subscribed. I've already seen this video, but it was worth a rewatch.
So that came across as like because people, if you're into Fortnite, you've already seen all of those streamers. It's always the top people. It's not like they're curating you use these tags on your stream, so maybe we'll recommend people use these tags, or we'll recommend some people that are at the bottom of the directory.
Yeah,
it's not a new way to discover new people because it's just the Fortnite directory.
I have a fear that the Twitch is kind of turning into what YouTube was probably 2-3 years ago, where everybody on YouTube was just absolutely morbid about it. You know, nobody wanted to be on YouTube.
Adpocalypse.
The only reason people were, reason people were there was because it was the only option. Twitch isn't in that position. There are other options. There's Facebook. There's Mixer. There's YouTube. You know, YouTube has a streaming service. Twitch doesn't have that kind of authority in the marketplace. Yeah, they're number one now, but you treat your creators like shit. You treat your users like shit. And guess what happens? You become Snapple to the Pepsi and the Coke.
Damn.
Hard 3.
You're going to rank it like that? Whew, that's cold, Briar.
That is cold. That's how I feel. So is Snapple, though. It's delicious. It's always cold. It's great.
I've got like similar feelings, honestly, because I felt like when I first started with Twitch, it was a different environment, and then Amazon came, and it was cool with the Twitch Prime stuff, but like it felt like the ethos had changed, and it's continued to change over time.
Well, they fired like a lot of their like head people that were around in Twitch for years and years and years, right? They let them go. They brought in the Amazon squad, and like the Amazon, it doesn't seem like the people. it feels like they got bean counters running the show, right?
A little bit,
It's like they got the bean counters running the show, and the people who actually know about streaming, know about the communities, they have to do what the bean counters want.
Yeah. It's like they got great ideas to do stuff, but then they run by the bean counters and they're like, this isn't really going to be buffing our bottom line here for this. So implement these ideas. Let's show porn on Ninja's channel. That's clearly going to have a response. Oh, great.
Completely different kind of bean. Completely different kind of bean.
Different bean.
Oh, man. So that's pretty wild.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, there's some other stuff with
and
some
hilarious.
other streamers. I don't know if we necessarily want to get into that stuff.
No, I want Twitch to, from all of this, to really go and have a big meeting about what their terms of service are. I think they need to change a lot of it. They need to add a bunch of rules to their terms of service. And they need to say that if you do this thing, you get this much of a ban. If you do this thing, you get this much of a ban, and have it apply to everyone across the board, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because that is not currently the case. It just seems like there's someone in an office who's like, 1 week. Permanent? I don't know.
It's like they're eating a sandwich and they drop some mustard and mayo on their shirt and they're like, oh, son of a 30 days ban. That's what's happening.
Yeah. I would like to see new terms of service with rules that will say how long it will be banned for. And I want that to be published so everyone can see that and know exactly what's going on. And that way we can hold Twitch accountable and we can know, okay, if I, do something like that, I'll be banned for 2 weeks. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Understood.
Exactly. And repeat offenses can result in a permanent ban.
Yes. Yep.
Because it should. If you're a repeat asshole.
Yeah, it should.
Just straight up. Yeah.
Absolutely should. They also don't have a terms of service about animals at all, which seems like a bit of an oversight.
Yeah.
So it would be nice if they introduced how to responsibly have your animals on stream.
Yeah. Exactly. Agreed. Should we?
Ryder's ready to ruin someone's career. Look at him. He's ready to take somebody down.
Should we move on from the murky waters of Twitch politics